Hello YouTube, this is Dbtgamer Show. Pokemon Still Let's Play Part 9! Or 9 for you English viewers. Hello to German fans.
Yeah, just out of interest, just a bit of trivia. The number 9 is actually 9 in German, which is also the German word for no. And yeah, if you didn't know that already, I pity you. But anyway, whilst he was preoccupied between parts, he got Ralph's phone number. Is the fisherman, or one of the fishermen on the dock that he just passed?
He's not a bad little guy to get. Also, fair warning, you can only score 16 numbers in your phone at a time.
I'm pretty sure you can only get 16 numbers anyway.
You can actually delete some numbers, so if you want to delete some numbers you can do, but yeah. Which one, once you delete them they're gone, so if you want to go back and get a new number you can't, so you've got to pick your numbers carefully. Right now, I'm trying to tell you about Energizer. Okay, now, in the last two parts, we talked about the next-gen consoles. Let's talk about the Wii U now. My piece on the Wii U, I like it. It's not a bad little machine. Okay, there aren't that many games out for it.
There's barely any games out for it, to be honest.
I mean, at the moment, all I've got is Zombie U, Mario Bros. U, and Nintendo Land. Yeah. And the Zombie U, I think it's a really good horror game. I actually enjoyed Zombie U more than Resident Evil 6. Yeah, that's how much more I enjoyed it than Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 was terrible.
Yeah, I literally refused to play any more Resident Evil games because Resident Evil 5 was...
It's basically Resident Evil...
Ever since Resident Evil 4... Now, I don't mind Resident Evil 4, but if you watch these videos often, you'll know my opinion of Resident Evil 4. And yes, it is a fantastic game. I will happily say that for the time, great mechanics, a fantastic story, and the combat system is epic. It's just it's a fantastic game. It's just a terrible Resident Evil game. It's not survival horror.
If you want a decent survival Resident Evil game, Adam, get Revelations for the 3DS, Steam, or Wii U.
That's the thing, I have lost interest in Resident Evil. I am not motivated to even think about playing Resident Evil Revelations. I don't care about this franchise anymore. It has died. There's nothing good about it anymore. Okay, Revelations may be the great resurrection back to the old formula, but I just simply don't care.
What bugs me is why on earth, when they made the old formula for Revelations go back to it, then they brought out 6, they went back to the new formula and made it shit again.
Wasn't Revelations supposed to be just for 3DS? But they weren't actually planning to port it over to things like Steam, were they?
Well, they ported it because Resident Evil 6 is so poorly.
Yeah.
They made 4 Resident Evil games last year. 4. And this is how it went. This is what they had. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, shit. Resident Evil Mercenaries for the 3DS, absolutely diarrhea. Resident Evil Revelations, awesome incarnate on steroids. Resident Evil 6, meh at best.
Nah. I'll happily say that the Resident Evil series stopped with like Code Veronica. That was it. That's the last. That's the last good Resident Evil game. Then Resident Evil 4 comes out. It shouldn't really be called Resident Evil. It should be, I don't know...
Chase Little Midget Down a Mansion.
Yeah. So,
anyway, yeah.
Americans hate the Spanish. Possibly.
One thing I really like about the Wii U is the actual tablet controller you get itself. It's sort of the almost perfect marriage of tablet gaming with actual gaming. It's a...
Let's bear in mind this is the opinion of the guy who's never actually doesn't actually own any tablet.
I've used tablets before. I've used yours, I've used friends, I've used ones at work, so I do have experience with these devices. So don't completely write me off.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, so I really like the Wii U's controller. Okay, you have to charge it quite a bit because its battery's pretty shit. It's about 5 hours max on the settings I have.
Yeah, most tablets are like that. iPhones and iPads especially.
Anyway, I'll continue my Wii U stuff later on. Adam, Pokemon roll call for this next dungeon. This is the unknown cave. No unknowns don't live in here.
Yes. If you actually read that, it'd say Union Cave.
Oh. Sorry. We can't do the entire dungeon because we ain't got served yet, but we can do most of it. We can sort of take the short route out of it. There's like an extra area where it has extra Pokemon, which we'll come back to later. I think. Oh, is that the Slowpoke well?
I've no idea.
I can't remember. It's...
Like most areas in this game, pretty much everywhere at every when you can find Rattatas. In Gold and Crystal, Gold all day and Crystal in the morning and evening, you can find a Sandshrew.
Sandshrew! Very good ground type Pokemon. The only problem is you probably have to get some decent TMs to actually make it good.
Okay. Gold, Silver and Crystal at all times of the day you can find Zubats, which I think we've already talked about.
Yes, I have talked about Zubats.
In Crystal only you can find a Wooper at night, but we've talked about that as well. And in all three versions, at all times of the day, you can find a Geodude.
Geodude, very good ground rock type. I use my Pokemon Blue LP, fantastic, get one, but you wouldn't need to trade it for Final Evolution.
And in all three versions, but sadly only a 5% chance of a 5% encounter rate.
Oh no!
Is Onix, the one we've actually been planning to
yeah, we're planning on using Onix for our rock type Pokemon. It's a rock ground type. Now, what my opinions on Onix, I've never actually used one, so my experience with the guy are somewhat sparse. But I've used one for a little while. My experience, Onix is basically a wall. If you hit it, Onix can be pretty quick. So basically,
oh yeah, you found one. What exactly are you going to do to it?
It's a battle Adam.
Yeah, but you use an electric. Can't do that.
I'll cremate it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'll raise its temperature to 9,000 degrees.
Possibly over 9,000?
Okay.
Yeah, go on. 9,001. Yeah. Personally, I like Onix. He's always been one of my...
Yet. It's basically a wall. You hit it, and then eventually you'll hit the old Pokemon. Adam, your opinion on Onix?
Onix has always been one of my favourites, and as soon as I realised it could evolve into a fucking Steelix, he has always been in my team, because I just like the guy.
Steelix is a ground steel type. That means he can't be hit by lightning. He's one of the very few Pokemon that does this besides Excadrill. Oh, I love Excadrill.
The other thing is he is slow as hell. If you are playing,
Steelix is pretty slow, but Onix isn't that bad.
Onix isn't that bad, but Steelix, wow.
Yeah, Steelix's speed takes a nosedive as soon as it evolves.
So yeah, if you're going to use a Steelix, get yourself some Speed X. Not Speed X, all those things that permanently increase your...
I think they're called calciums.
No, I think calcium increases your defense. Well, anyway...
whatever that little old medicine is that increases your speed, get a load of them and ram them down his throat like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, because guaranteed, regardless of what he's fighting, he's going to attack second. But it's not that bad since he is, like David said, a brick wall, or a steel wall. He's
not really... the best wall in the game. He's a physical wall. His physical defense is absolutely brick shit out on steroids. Whereas his special defense is not really that great. That's why if he hits by fire, he'll instantly disintegrate.
Yeah.
But if you want a really good physical wall, Steelix, get one.
Which is the plan.
I don't know how I'm going to find one though. I'll probably have to try and get one on my day off. I'm not working tomorrow. I'll do it over when I'm going on my way to college. There we go.
Level it. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're bringing him out first, and swapping him out. Fair enough. I'm beating him big time. Good.
Are you sure? Is there any other way to find these things? 5% is very, very bad.
That is only floor 1.
Oh, I can't access your floors.
Basement floor 1. He's got a 10%. Basement Floor 2, 5%. And now we're on to Generation 4. So, yeah.
What about in daytime or nighttime or something?
Doesn't matter, it's all the same.
Right, so 10% or 5%. It's like bloody Marie, but that was a 20% chance.
No, but it was a 10% chance. It was a 20% chance in the morning.
Oh, right, okay.
So, but man, you found one of those things like almost instantly.
Well, there's actually a trade for this thing, but the trade you can't really use because you need badges in order to control the bloody thing. And I've only got one badge so far.
Yeah, I think the last town I went to, you can swap was it a
Bellsprout?
Bellsprout for one, yeah. Oh well.
Adam, also on the Wii U I have New Super Mario Bros. U. It's not a bad Mario game. It's also getting some DLC soon in June.
Yeah, this is a sort of Luigi-centered...
which is basically 80 brand new levels, which is not bad. I think it'll be less than 20 quid. Also, later on this year we've got Earthbound coming to the Wii U. And no reason why I think why I'm happy I bought one.
Just out of interest, when Earthbound finally comes out and you complete it and play it to death, are you going to stop whinging about it? Are you finally going to shut up about pissing Earthbound now that Nintendo has gone, right, we are sick and tired, people asking for bloody Earthbound in the Western world, just fucking give them Earthbound.
Well, as long as they give us the other two, yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, come on, I have to fight for the other two, and the other two, they're practically done. The first one they've already translated, but they never released it. Third one, Tomato gave them their translation via email. Said, here, have it, you can use it. And Tomato's translation is practically perfect. It's got a few typos, a few spelling mistakes, but it's practically perfect.
Fuck's sake.
I think by releasing it on the VC, he's actually hinting they're probably going to do it anyways. Yeah, it's too big a coincidence, I think.
That's the only thing that bugged me about Earthbound. The game itself, I've played it.
It's not your thing, Adam. You don't like first-person RPGs.
I don't know. I honestly couldn't point to any part of the game and say I don't like this.
Adam, you played the first. You played the prologue away, and that was all you played. You didn't really play the game.
That's because that's how long it took me to get bored. It just did not appeal to me at all.
You played up to the part where the little fly thing got killed. Yeah, you beat the Starman Jr. on the mountain with Porky, and that was it. From what I recall.
Was it? It's so forgettable. I honestly can't tell you what happened.
From what I recall, that's what you did. And there's quite a lot more to the game. I mean, you should at least play it till you got the first melody. That'll be like the first chapter.
Why? I'm not interested. I played it. That was the game's chance to enthrall me, to make me want to play more. It failed miserably.
What you played was like an hour.
Yeah, and in that hour, I was not happy. I did not enjoy myself. I just did not like the game. Okay, it's a cult classic, fair enough. So's High Glide.
High Glide's a cult classic?
In Japan, yeah.
I'll let them have that one. It looks alright.
It's only crap over here, because it took them 5 years to release it over here.
Actually, it was on... We didn't get saves. The Japan version had saves, because they have the disk drive and also the computerized version on the MSX. You know, we didn't get the NES disk drive.
Yeah.
The Famicom disk system, I believe it's called.
The thing just did not appeal to me, and to be quite frank, with all these guys banging on about it constantly, I just think, oh, for fuck's sake, shut up about pissing Earthbound. That is the bit that's made me think I don't want anything to do with this franchise, because it turns people into these. It's
coming from a guy who likes My Little Pony. You know, there's a lot of fans of My Little Pony, and I bet a lot of people hate those sort of people as well.
So people hate bronies. Fucking sue me. So I watch a series based on like a 29-year-old toy franchise. So
it's basically the same for me. So I like Earthbound.
It's you're not part of the target audience. So I'm not part of the target audience for Scooby-Doo. I still watch Scooby-Doo. You know, the original 1969 cartoons. I watched the original Ghostbusters. I have, in my DVD collection, the box set of Count Duckula. I am not the target audience for half the crap in my inventory. That doesn't... I don't care, alright? And
I still watch Code Lyoko. And technically I'm not the target audience, but Code Lyoko is fucking awesome.
And I've watched Code Lyoko. Not interested.
You watched one episode, don't you, like?
I've watched quite a few episodes, actually. We used to be on Cartoon Network all the time. Was it Cartoon Network or Boomerang? One of those channels.
Well,
Nickelodeon.
You kind of need to watch the episodes in order to actually get what the plot is.
Yeah, that's the thing that's one of those things that put me off Dragon Ball Z for such a long time.
It's only 96 episodes. It starts at 97. It's actually a lot shorter than Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, I know.
So I might lend it to you. I'll put it on a flash drive and see what you think.
No thanks. Like I said, that's one of the things that stopped me getting into Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, when it was actually out and being played constantly, because it got to the point like I'm watching these episodes and they never played them in order, or maybe they did play them in order catching them at the wrong time.
When I first watched Code Lyoko, the episode I saw a lot of was episode 9, The Plague. It was about these rats that bit people and stuff. It was evil rats. And it was the episode I saw the most of. And it was a good episode, but I saw it so many times. It's one of my least favourite episodes because I've outwatched it. But yeah, I used to watch Action Stations before I used to go to college. A little TV show where it had Yu-Gi-Oh!, Code Lyoko, and a few other shows on it.
Mm.
And I used to watch Code Lyoko before Yu-Gi-Oh! Came on. And, you know, I kept seeing all these little episodes, and eventually I did some research. I think I really liked it because people start uploading every episode to YouTube. Okay, people take it down eventually because, copyrights are bitch these days.
I don't know. All the episodes of My Little Pony I've watched it on YouTube.
Well, these days, Moonscoop's got a channel on YouTube, and that's why they're allowed to do it, because Moonscoop has a channel, so therefore they can release the episodes. But the studio's tough.
Another a cartoon series that I've started watching recently, Dan Versus. It's like this really short, angry guy, and every episode someone pisses him off to the point where he just goes, you bah! And that's it. The rest of the episode is him getting revenge for such petty things.
It sounds like Cartman in South Park. Fucking hippies.
It's
Justin Bieber. Fucking everything.
It's aimed at kids, so there's no swearing in it. It's just weird how much crap this guy gets away with. One episode. He gets woken up by all the animals in the animal shelter across the street. So he rings them up. Can you shut these animals up, mate? I'm trying to sleep. Of course, they can't do that, mate. They're animals.
Shotgun now. Shoot, kill, maim, disfigure.
Anyway, he ends up blowing the place up. He literally goes to this Gigondo Mart, I think it's called. Buys a crap ton of dynamite at the freaking department store. And rigs this place to blow. He just sits at the other side of the road with a pet cat that he found, and just watching the thing blow up. Like, how the fuck do you get away with this stuff? It's just absurd, but yes.
Let's go back to the Wii U a bit more, because I want to talk about a bit more on the Wii U.
Really? We're on 20 minutes. Or 19:10.
Really? Have you talked about this that long?
Yeah, it's made now. Fast things fly.
It's a long episode. Nintendo Land is not a bad game, always basically a demo disc.
Nintendo Land is a bit like...
I mean, there are some decent games. I mean, I've actually just recently finished the Pikmin game on it, and I'm now ready for Pikmin 3 more than ever. Yeah, Pikmin 3 out in July. Yay.
That's just... This is our new console. Here's a game that demonstrates what it can do. No, that's not for me.
I mean... Okay, Adam, Wii U, go, you. Try not to be too, much of a twat.
Wii U? Yeah. It's... maybe it's just me, but this next generation of consoles is just not enthralling me at all.
The only one that enthralled me is the one I've only ever bought.
That's because the only one that's out.
Fair point, but I'm not. I usually like to buy Sony consoles. I wanted to buy a PS3, but I waited because the thing was £600 when it came out at launch.
You should, like I say, you really should have waited to buy the Wii U.
There was 3 games I wanted. You bought a PS Vita, but there was only like 5 games you wanted.
Yeah, but that's been out for years.
It's been out for less than a year.
No,
It's not a very old console. It's a pretty new console, the Vita. Oh, the Fun Shop, yay.
No, woot. No, it's pretty new, but it's still been out for quite a while, mate. The price has dropped. Significantly.
The price has dropped these days.
Yeah, but you bought it on launch.
Yeah.
In fact, you pre-ordered it. Which means it cost you a lot. Like, that is not what you're supposed to do with console. You're supposed to wait. At least this is my opinion. Fair enough. I'll grant you that it's my opinion that you're supposed to wait until the library has built up, the price has dropped slightly.
Well, technically, there's 4 games on because I bought Trine as well.
Worked out all the bugs.
I bought Trine too.
Well, that's an indie game. It's available on quite a lot of things.
Yeah, but this version
that doesn't count.
This version has more levels.
That doesn't count.
And the Steam version doesn't have those more levels.
Doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count? It has more levels on this version.
So it's got more levels on this version. Big whoop, it is still an indie game that is released on many, many platforms.
Yeah, with half the levels missing.
It's not half the levels missing, they are extra levels. They were made post-production. They were made after the original. The original has everything. That is the full game. What you have got is the full game plus extras. It doesn't mean that every other version of the game is inferior. It means every other version of the game is the full game. What you have got is just extras.
I like the extra levels. I'm playing them right now. They're pretty good.
Good. That's why they're there, for you to play. But it doesn't make the ones.
Give me a fucking Onyx.
It doesn't make the ones you got earlier any less good. Anyway, we're on 2220.
You haven't really said much about the Wii U yet.
There's really not much to say about it. I firmly believe that in its current state, it is not worth the effort. Because the library isn't that big, the price is still pretty high.
A lot of people are going crazy for Monster Hunter Ultimate. I thought about buying it.
Japan goes crazy about Monster Hunter anyway.
I thought about buying it, but I'm playing Ni no Kuni at the moment, and Ni no Kuni is practically consumed my entire life. I don't want to start Monster Hunter Ultimate because it'll be a really huge game.
We're going to leave it there?
Anyway, YouTube, we're in this cave. I'm going to try and find an Onyx before next episode. See you guys then. This is going to take forever. Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll work out how we're going to do that between takes. So, yes, we'll yet another long episode. But, yeah, we'll see you around, guys.